Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everybody. I have a quick sewing video for you today because I made some Santa sacks for my niece and nephew and I had a little shot at personalised them, but I used stuff that I could just get my hands on because obviously the shops are closed at the moment, and I had some of this drop cloth fabric in my stash, and I'm going to show you how I made some big giant sacks, Santa sacks, for the guys using some drop cloth and materials that I just already had. For this DIY, I am using some painter's drop cloth. You can pick this up really cheaply in the DIY shops, and I'm also using some like Hessian rope as well. It's from the middle aisle in Lidl. Measure out 20 inches by 30 inches. You can make a template or you can measure it directly onto the fabric. So 20 inches by 30 inches is the size of the sack that we are going to be making today, and that includes the seam allowance. So you can trace it out onto the fabric directly, or you can make a paper template and then cut your fabric out. You're also going to make 2 strips, which is 21 inches times 2.5 inches. Don't worry, I'll put all of these measurements in the description box below. First thing we're going to do with the fabric once it's cut is we're going to personalize the front. Now, I am not the best handwriter, especially when it comes to all that calligraphy stuff. I am not good. So little hack is make a little template. I used Canva and then I expanded it on my laptop. But the fabric is quite see-through, so I used a sewing marker. So once you apply water to this marker, it will disappear. And I'm just using my good glue gun to put the rope onto the front piece of the fabric. Now, this rope is not perfect. It's all I had. If I was to do this again, I think I'd use like a thinner kind of cotton rope. This is quite like rustic and it's a bit rough, but I hope it gives you just like an idea of the effect, you know, I was kind of go for. So take the technique and make it yours. Let's work on this strip of fabric. The strip of fabric is going to be where you put your rope through that makes the drawstring. So you're gonna kind of make bias binding almost. So you're gonna fold it in once on each side, and then you're gonna fold it in again, and then you're also gonna fold the ends in on themselves. You're then going to apply this to the front and the back pieces. I measured down 5 inches and I pinned it on, and then I went to the sewing machine and I did a straight stitch down each side. But make sure you're gonna leave that piece open. So you're just doing a straight stitch down on each side, but don't close the opening because that opening is where you're gonna be putting your drawstring. You're now going to construct the sack and you're almost done. So you're going to put the right sides of the fabric together. Make sure that those little drawstring casings are lined up perfectly. Don't worry if you have like excess fabric on the end, as you can trim that off. So you're going to do a stitch all the way around, clip the corners, turn it inside out, and you essentially have your sack. And we're going to put the drawstring in and then we are finished. So I'm just using a safety pin and I'm putting the drawstring in and around and then tying a knot, and then I'm threading another one around the opposite way. And my camera cut out as I was doing this, and Blondie was also pulling on my string, but I hope you get the idea. So you're gonna pull it through one way, and then the opposite side you're gonna pull the drawstring through, but it'll finish on the other side. I hope that makes sense. I will pop a link to a drawstring video that I made last year, that might make it a bit easier to understand. you got some inspiration from this video. I am the worst wrapping present person ever. So if I can do something that stops me having to wrap, although one of the presents from my niece, that is not wrappable. That will be coming up soon because it's a little thrift flip. But I wanted to have a shot at showing you how you can personalize something when you don't have like a fancy machine. So I don't have one of those. Is it a Cricut or a Cricut? I can never pronounce. I never know how to pronounce them. I think people, the US say Cricut, but here say Cricut. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to just show you how you could kind of just use some rope and just a little glue gun technique to personalize them yourself. Now, my handwriting, like I did trace it out off the thing. It's not perfect, and I'd probably recommend using like a thinner rope. This rope is actually from the middle aisle in Lidl. But I just wanted to give you an idea if you wanted to make something but you can't get out to get supplies. This is a drop cloth from the DIY shop and rope from the middle aisle of Lidl. If you enjoyed this video, please share, because there may be someone who might want to have a shot at making this. Might be a nice little present as well. And you know the drill, cheeky thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!